There comes a moment on every inner journey when the heart and soul asks a quiet, honest question. If I am truly one with God, with life, with all that is, then why do I feel so separate? Why does the world appear divided? Why does fear arise so easily? Why does my heart sometimes close when actually I long for connection? This question is not a failure of faith. It is not weakness. It is the doorway to deeper understanding. Because separation is not truth. It is a veil, not a wall, not a punishment, but a covering, a lattice woven of fear, threaded with forgetting, held together by thought believed as truth. The veil whispers softly, "You are alone. You are other. You are less." And when those whispers are believed, the world begins to look exactly that way. But the heart has always known better. Behind the weave of shadows, the light of truth shines unbroken. Love flows undivided. Unity waits, eternal, patient, whole. The veil trembles the moment you notice it. Not because you must tear it down, but because it was never solid to begin with. Take a moment now. Notice your breath. Notice your body. Notice any place where you feel distance, tightness, or separation. Simply notice. You forgot. Not because you were cast out. Not because you are fallen. But because you entered human form to learn how to see again. The illusion of separation was never punishment. It was part of the sacred journey of consciousness. Like clouds covering the sun, separation seemed real. Yet even when the sky grew dark, the light never stopped shining. The veil was not forged in anger, nor woven by a distant God. It was spun from fear, from false stories, from the forgetting that you are divine. One thought said, I am alone. Another said, I am better. Another said, they are not like me. And so the veil thickened. Not in the world, but in the mind. Separation and division began as a thought. Separation was believed. And what is believed in the mind becomes experienced as real until it is questioned. Let me share a simple story. A young child became separated from their parent in a large museum. For a moment, the child turned around and could not see the familiar face they were looking for. Fear rose immediately. The child believed, I am alone. I am lost. Tears followed. The body tightened. The world suddenly felt unsafe. At the very same moment, the parent turned and realized they could no longer see their child. A different fear arose, but it was no less real. The parent thought, my child is gone. Something terrible has happened. The heart raced. The mind searched frantically. The body moved quickly through the crowd. Both were experiencing the same illusion from different sides. The child believed they had been abandoned. The parent believed they had lost what they loved. Yet neither belief was true. The parent had never left. The child had never been alone. They were still in the same building, still breathing the same air, still held within the same space. What separated them was not distance, but perception. When the parent's voice finally broke through the noise, calling the child's name, and the child turned toward that familiar sound. The veil. The illusion of separation dissolved instantly. Fear vanished. Tears turned into relief and joy. Nothing had actually changed in the world. Only what was perceived and believed. The love that reunited them had never gone anywhere. This is how the illusion of separation works. It convinces the mind that something has been lost. It tells one, You have been abandoned. And it tells the other, what you love is gone. Yet nothing real has been lost. Only perception has shifted. Pause here. What thoughts have quietly shaped how you see yourself? How you see others? How you see the world? But here's the truth. Nothing real can ever be separate. You can divide water with your hands, but you cannot separate the ocean from itself. You can name a leaf as different from a root, but both exist beautifully as different expressions of the same tree. You can build walls between nations, but not between the beating hearts of humanity. And now, the time of remembering has come. The veil is thinning, not because something new is happening, but because something ancient is being seen again. That ache you feel in your chest, it is not despair. It is the ache of reunion. It is love, calling itself home. Sit with this now. Place a gentle hand on your heart if that feels comfortable. Breathe. And allow yourself to feel what longs to return to your remembrance. You never left. You only closed your eyes and ears, so that seeing you could not see and hearing you could not hear. And even then, you were still being held. You were never broken. You were never alone. You were never separate. You are a vital part of the whole. And the whole has never stopped loving you. This is not a moment to rush, not a truth to force. Simply notice. Notice when the veil appears. Notice the thoughts that create perceived distance and separation. Notice the fear that asks you to protect rather than open. And then Gently remember. The veil dissolves, not through effort, but through awareness. Awaken, beloved soul. You are not returning to unity. You are remembering that you never left. Now let us enter into a time of communion with the divine. Please repeat after me. Loving and divine Creator, I have wandered far in my thoughts. Believing I was separate from you and from the world around me. But I now see it was never true. The separation I felt was a veil of forgetting, a mist of fear and false belief. Lift the veil, divine within. Restore my inner vision. Help me see through the eyes of love, to know again that I am one with you, with my brothers and sisters, and with the great family of life. Let every division within me dissolve. Let every boundary soften into belonging. And may I remember that I have never left you. I only closed my eyes. Om. Peace. Amen.